Happy holidays, everyone! Welcome to the Running to the 90s Holiday Spectacular. To celebrate the holidays, I asked Dana to come up with some ideas what we can do for a holiday video.
So I was thinking, even though we don't have any snow, we can make some snow and we could sleigh down this super tall hill and then do recording, go reviewing.
And after hearing her ideas, I decided we're just going to read a story instead. The name of this story is A Town That Santa Forgot. This story follows a boy named Jeremy Creek, a spoiled child by all accounts. His parents buy him everything he wants, standard spoiled brat. It's good for Christmas. He gets everything he wants 199 days of the year until his parents are fed up with it. And they say they're not going to get him the toy that he wants.
You're spoiled, and we've spoiled you. This nonsense must cease. You'll learn to be good. We all need some peace.
You've got enough stuff. Enough is enough.
So he thinks, who else can get him what he needs? And he has a thought. A genius thought.
That he's going to stare into the abyss and wonder why?
No! Santa Claus!
Oh.
So Jeremy decides to write a list. A long list. Pages and pages and pages long.
He wrote till his arm was quite sore. But that didn't stop him. He still wanted more.
And you know what he does next?
He mails it?
He sent it to Santa by second-class mail.
And believe it or not, it finds its way to Santa Claus. But Santa Claus looks at the list and realizes
Jeremy Creek is the name of a place.
So him and his elves scour their maps and their compasses to find that there is a town called Jeremy Creek where Santa's never been to before.
That's awful, just awful. What a sad, sad mistake. Each Christmas, those children must think I'm a fake.
And to rectify the mistakes, Santa decides to get all the toys that he forgot and all the toys on the list to the town of Jeremy Creek, to all those child that never knew Santa Claus. So what do you think happens next, Dana?
Well, my first question is that Santa's supposed to be all-knowing about kids. How did he not know that Jeremy Creek was a boy and not the town?
So what he did was,
the minute that Santa Claus passes this way, I'm gonna claim every toy stuffed in his sleigh.
if he kidnapped Santa, he would get all the toys for himself.
But if he stole all the toys, what about all the other little boys and girls?
Jeremy didn't care. He was a selfish little brat.
But then why is Santa even gonna give him toys?
You're ruining the end of the story.
Oh.
But why was I missed? Me who wrote Santa a half-a-mile list.
This poor town, once joyless and bleak, goes by the name of Jeremy Creek.
And you would think Jeremy would be upset that his plan was broken. That, he carefully laid out trap for Santa failed. But no, after seeing all those kids on the news, getting all the presents that he wanted, he felt good. He felt happy. He felt warmth inside. After that, Santa came to Jeremy. The real Jeremy, not the town. Santa realized that Jeremy was the one who wrote the list. Even though Jeremy was a bad boy that year, Santa said,
My gift, beginning today, you'll be my assistant aboard the great sleigh.
And Jeremy did this for a very long time. Until he was a teenager. And he got too big.
But he still thinks about it to this very day. Once you start giving, it's always that way.
So Dana, what's the moral of this story?
If you want a lot of toys, make sure you write the name of your town instead of your name. Because you might accidentally get mixed up with a town who happens just so coincidentally to have the same name as you.
What?
Lots of toys equals name of town equals you get them all. And maybe a giant butterfly net to capture Santa and steal all the toys.
I think you missed the point of the story. But, lucky for you, I have one more story to illustrate my point. The next story is called Fairly Odd Parents, Christmas Every Day. Timmy Turner was an average kid. His mother, his father, and his babysitter Vicky tend to give him demands. But his magical little fish who grant his every wish, those two fish are Cosmo and Wanda. Those are Timmy's fairy godparents, and they have the power to grant Timmy's every wish and desire. That's important to the story. But on Christmas, they don't have to. On Christmas, Santa takes over that role. Santa delivers toys to Timmy and all the other good little boys and girls of Dinsdale. and the fairies get a break for the day.
So why does he wait for toys for Christmas when he could just have his fairy godparents wish him whatever he wants?
That's what we call a plot hole. So Christmas Day goes on. Timmy's ecstatic he gets to spend his day with his parents. His fairies are glad that he gets a break. And at the end of the night, Timmy makes a wish.
I wish it were Christmas each day.
And his fairies grant that wish.
But why does he wish for Christmas every day?
Because he likes Christmas.
But again, why do you have to wait for Christmas when you have magical little fairies that are like a foot tall and can just wish you whatever?
Listen, kid, you want to hear a story or not?
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, Timmy makes that wish. The next day, Christmas happens again. It's December 25th, once more time. He gets all new toys. He plays, he frolics, he enjoys it. But after a few weeks of Christmas, the toys get less and less extravagant. They start to break down. People are sad that they don't get to go to the grocery store.
And eggnog! To buy!
It was a sad day in Dimsdale.
I wish it wasn't Christmas anymore.
We can't do that, Timmy. We don't have enough power.
What do you mean?
Unaware of the fundamental fact that all the fairies give their power to Santa, so he has the power and the strength to deliver all the presents to all the little boys, good boys and girls.
So Santa cheats?
Yes, he is. And don't you forget it. After the fairies explain why they can't grant Timmy's wish, Easter, Baby New Year's,
It's gonna be a big year.
April Fool's,
Pirates!
and Valentine's Day
Love hurts!
come to harass Timmy because he knows that he's the one to make the wish. They kidnap Cosmo and Wanda and go off to fight Santa to reclaim the holidays once again. So Timmy decides he's going to go to the North Pole and try to warn Santa before the other holidays get to him.
A detailed map from our house to the North Pole, so simple that even a 10-year-old child could read, and I can't find the eggnog anywhere!
But before he leaves, he writes an email to every kid in the world saying,
Wish me luck and help me. Don't just stand there and stare. Help me! Help me!
So Timmy makes it his way from Dimsdale to the North Pole with the help of some kids along the way. So Timmy ends up working his way onto the bus that the holidays were going on to the Antarctic. Timmy manages to slightly beat them to the North Pole and warns Santa. But Santa doesn't trust Timmy, so the holidays and Santa end up fighting anyway.
Get it!
But after the battle, Timmy realizes something. That Santa has to grant the wishes of all the kids in the world.
Kid in the world wished for it to be the day after Christmas. That's what Santa would have to bring to us. December 26th!
So he sent another email to the kids of the world. Please wish for it to be the day after Christmas. And just like that, the Christmas every day was over. The fairies regained their magic. And Timmy made a new rule in the rule book.
You really gotta mess up big time to make that happen!
So Dana, what do you think you learned from this final story?
If you want it to be Christmas every day, just use your Fairly Odd Parents to, keep wishing for presents for you. Because, why do you have to wait for the one day of the year like everyone else when you have magical beings to help wish for countless presents?
Fair enough. Well, that's it for tonight, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your holiday seasons and have a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!